Hello guys, welcome to today's video. Today we're going to talk about beauty. Now, I want you to think about this. What beauty myths have you heard? Please write down at least 3 examples of myths you have heard related to beauty. Okay guys, we're going to share them in class. Now, let's go back to our student book page 83. I want you to please find a phrase that is similar to the two that I have here on the screen. For more than a century, people thought that a beautiful face was appealing. And the other phrase is, do people all over the world consider some features to be attractive? Pause the video while you find them in the article. Okay, guys, now let's check. So, you should have, for more than a century, it was thought that a beautiful face was appealing. And in the other one, you should have found, are the same features considered to be attractive all over the world? Now, let's read these two sentences and questions together. Do they mean the same? And which one is more formal? Pause the video while you read. Okay, guys, so if you notice, these phrases, these questions, they mean exactly the same, but one is more formal than the other. In fact, the second phrase and the second question are more formal. That's what we're going to look at today. Now, I want you to please read again the phrase and the question, the two phrases, sorry, and match the structures that I have here, A and B. Pause the video while you do that. Okay? Now let's check. So, for more than a century, it was thought that a beautiful face was appealing, would be the structural letter B, which has a subject pronoun, in this case it, passive reporting verb, in this case was thought, and a dot clause that a beautiful face was appealing, and a dot clause is just that phrase. Okay? Now, for the second phrase, we would be matching it with structure A. Subject, not the same features, passive reporting verb are considered, and the infinitive of the verb, in this case, to be. So, why are we using passive reporting verbs? Well, in this case, what we want to do is to distance ourselves from what we are saying. Okay? So, these are some of the reporting verbs we could use: agree, announce, believe, claim, consider, expect, hope, know, report, say, suggest, think, understand, but of course there are others we could be using, right? Now, look at this phrase. Models have to be slim. In this case, I am saying this and I am responsible for this information because I said it. This is what I think. But if I use this sentence, it is considered that models have to be slim. In this case, I am distancing myself from this information. Someone else said this first, but it was not me. I am just repeating what another person said. Okay? So it is like reported speech, and except that this one is more formal. Now look at these two structures. So this was the original comment that a person made. Models have to be slim. I could start with this structure, it, passive reporting verb, and a dot clause. So it is considered. So here I'm using passive reported verb to be and past participle. And a dot clause, a dot phrase, that models have to be slim. But I could also use the second structure, which would be subject, passive reporting verb, and an infinitive. Models, subject, passive reporting verb are considered, again, verb to be and past participle. And then my infinitive, to have, to be slim, the rest of my sentence. Now we are going to practice this. Look at these sentences. First of all, I want you to identify if they are correct or not. Pause the video while you identify this. Okay, guys, so let's check. The first one. It is think that there is beauty in everything, but not everyone sees it. That one is incorrect. Very good. Fruits and vegetables are known to improve skin health. That's correct. correct. Green eyes are believed being beautiful. Yeah, that's false. That's incorrect, sorry. It is said beauty is only skin deep. Once again, this one is not correct. Now, how are you going to correct these sentences? For example, let's do the first one together. It is think that there is beauty in everything, but not everyone sees it. If you notice, the error is in think. So how are you going to write this one? Remember that when we have reported speech, we should use our verbs or reporting verbs in this case, because it's passive, we're going to use it past participle. So it is thought that there is beauty in everything, but not everyone sees it. Pause the video while you correct the other two, please. Okay, guys, let's check. Green eyes are believed being beautiful. In this case, our error was being, so we're going to write to be. It is said beauty is only skin deep. In this one, we're just going to add the word that here. It is said that beauty is only skin deep. Very good, guys. Now, I want you to please go to your student book, page 84. Here, you're going to be putting the missing word in parentheses in the correct position in the sentence. For example, letter A. Chocolate thought to be bad for your skin. And we need to use is. Where should this verb be? Yeah, it should be before our reporting verb. So chocolate is thought to be bad for your skin, right? Very good, guys. Pause the video while you work on the rest, please. Okay, guys. Now we're going to check this exercise in class. Now let's continue. Let's go to our workbook, page 32. Here we are going to be rewriting the sentences to make them a little bit more formal. We already have them in passive reporting verbs, but we're going to make them a little bit more formal. We have it is thought that chocolate relieves stress, and we wrote chocolate is thought to relieve stress. If you notice, we have our subject, chocolate, we're going to put it first. Then we're going to take the reporting verb, this says think or is thought. We're going to write it here. Notice here that we could potentially change a verb to be depending on the subject. If the subject is singular, then we will continue with is. But if it was a plural subject, then we would change it to are. And then we are going to change our verb relieves to an infinitive to relieve stress. Let's do letter B together. So in this case, our subject is blondes. So we start with blondes. Then we should continue with is believed, which is our verb. So blondes is believed or are believed. What do you think? That's right. In this case, we're going to be writing are believed or are thought. Why? Because we have our subject with plural, right? Then we are going to take our verb have, but we need to write it how. That's right. We're going to be writing infinitive to have more fun. Very good, guys. Now pause the video while you work on the rest, please. Okay, guys. Now we're going to check this in class. And finally, I have here some sentences that you need to complete with passive reported speech. For example, it says, they have had a fight. So we're going to write it, verb think in passive. Yeah, it is thought that they have had a fight. Very good. Here we are not going to be changing the verb because it's something that we think right now, so we're not going to change it into past. Pause the video while you work on these sentences, please. Okay, guys. Now these are the other sentences that you need to complete, please. Pause the video. Okay, guys. We're going to check all of these sentences in class. I will see you there. Bye bye.